One of the best things in Google Docs is the sharing feature. This allows you to share a document with people and have multiple people work on the document without having to create multiple copies. It's great for working with students, with teachers, with administrators, and there are so many different uses. Let me show you how you can share a document. In the upper right corner, there is the blue button called Share. Simply click on the Share button and you have a couple of options. You can type in the name or an email address of someone you want to share the document with. If they are in your school domain, it will bring up their email address, or if you've added them into your contacts. Notice when I type someone's name in, it's going through the address book of East Cleveland Schools. So anybody who's in the East Cleveland School District and has a Gmail account will come up. So I can simply click on the name of the person's email address, and by default, they will be able to edit the document. If you do not want them to be able to edit the document, you can click on the arrow and you can let them comment on the document or let them just view the document. But if you want them to be able to work on the document, you need to click on Can Edit. If you want to send them a note, you can simply type a note in. Here is the doc we are going to work on. You do not have to do anything in the notes. When you click Send, it will send an email notification to the person that you shared the document with them, and it will then appear in their Shared with Me folder in Google Drive. If you get an error message like this, it's okay. It was shared and the email could not be sent. I'm not sure why, but that's okay. More importantly is the Advanced button. The Advanced button gives you far more options. Underneath this option, Private, only you can access, means you're the only one who can see this. If you click on Change, you have a number of different options. You can make it public for anybody on the web, which you probably don't want to. I do not recommend this one, unless it's some document you are including on a website and everybody needs to see it. You can make it anyone with the link has access, which means you can get a link and email someone a link that doesn't have to have a Gmail account and they'll be able to access it. You can make it with anyone in East Cleveland Schools can find and access it, or anyone with East Cleveland Schools that has the link. They would have to have the link to access it. Or you could turn it off and just share with specific people. A common one to be used is anyone with the link. Because if you are making a document that you want to share with parents, maybe it's a field trip permission slip form that you want to email them home and they can print out, or it's some rules of your classroom, or any other ideas. You can click on anyone with the link, and you also have the choices. You can allow them just to be able to view the document, comment on the document, or edit the document. So remember, you do not want to let people to edit the document unless it is someone that you specifically want them to be able to go in and change things on the document. If you just want people to be able to take a look at it, stick with Can View and then click Save. So here it says anyone with the link can view. And you might be wondering, well, where's that link? Here is the link to share. So you can copy this link and paste it wherever you want, and anyone who had that link would be able to access and view the document. If you want to invite people, you can once again start typing people's names in and add people. that you want them to be able to share the document with. These permissions are different up here than they are down here. This one is anyone has the link can view. Notice here this has the pencil. So these three people would be able to edit the document. And that's okay if you want them to be able to. If you don't want them to be able to, make sure you just make can view. You also have the access, if you're having the people edit the document, that you can say, I don't want the owners to change access and to be able to add new people. So if you're concerned about other people being able to have access to your document, you'll want to check this out, check that box off, and the people that you shared it with will only be able to edit it and they won't be able to add new people. Always make sure you click Save Changes. If you do not want to send an email message, you can uncheck the Notify Box people and it won't add them a message. You can click OK and it gives you the message. If you skip an email notification, they'll have to sign in, and that's fine. Because if you're telling someone something, you may not want to fill up their email box with a bunch of notifications. And if you're working with them, they know that you're going to share the document with them. So you do not have to send a notification by email if you don't want to, and click OK. And then click Done. And you can see here now, these are the people that can edit the document. If you want someone not to be able to have access anymore, simply click on the X and save the changes, and then click Done. You can always go look at your sharing features by clicking on Share and clicking on Advanced, and you can see who you shared with it and how. And that's how you share a document in Google Docs.